What are we doing here, man? Clue has made another response to me, another video, and it's called Tankz. You can get hands and feet, all sorts of contradictions. I've watched a little bit of it. I haven't watched the full video. I know it takes him like 5 minutes to get into speaking about me. We're muted for some reason.
Well,
let's go.
You know, because she knows. But anyway, you're rude, blood. You understand? And speaking of Gen Zs, Tankz. Tankz, you had me upset today, bro. I was ready to give you hands and feet. I don't care if you're off my age, Tankz.
Yo, this is one thing I need to clarify, you know, because I'm a complicated guy, bro. I'm not somebody who you can put into boxes. You know, you can't say I'm a good youth. Can't say I'm from the streets. Can't say this. I just take elements of things that I like. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a snitch, not because I'm from the streets. I'm not a snitch because I think snitching doesn't make sense. You don't gain anything from it. You don't gain anything from it. And if you've been taking part in illegal activities and you snitch, you will cooperate with the very people you're trying to avoid. I think you're a punk, you know? And I first became against snitches. I'm just giving some background here. I first became against the snitching thing when I was in like year 5 or something, bro. And me and my brethren, we set off the fire alarm, yeah? As a joke. 3 people saw us. All 3 of those people snitched on us. And they gained nothing. And we got punished. You know, we got excluded for like 2 weeks or something, yeah? And from that point on, I started to hate snitches from there. And then as growing up, you know, the police didn't treat me good. But my perspective on it is different. You know, most guys on the streets, they're like, nah, fuck police, this, that. Me, I can understand they're human beings. You might not want to lie to them, even though a lot of them are dickheads. I've been mistreated by the police. But that's what I'm saying. I feel like sometimes I'm too logical for my own sake, you know? There's every belief I have, everything I stand on, there's logic behind it. I don't just do things because anyone else is doing it. I'm my own person. I do whatever the fuck I want in this life, bro. You know what I mean? And Clue, respectfully, I'm not your young G. Like, you are not giving me no hands and feet, bro. I'm not your young G, bro.
Got nothing to do with the price of eggs. But when you started to tell us your truths, your barriers, I don't like to use the word issues. I think barriers is the right word. Autism.
Like, I'm a man first. I'm a man first, bro.
I resonated with it on a grown thing. I did. It humbled me. I had to look in the mirror. You know, I can say to you, and this is, I would have said this without your statement, honest facts. But I do wish you the best, my brother. You're doing amazing things. Long may it continue. You know what I'm saying? Unless there's more. Now let's push that to the side for a second, because no time for no emotions around here, big man.
It was going to continue anyway, bro. It was never going to stop. It was always going to keep going. But I appreciate that, Clue. You keep going yourself, man. You know, you keep going yourself.
So, Tankz.
Oh, the clipboard's out.
Well, this is it. Exhibit A. Now listen, Tankz. This is directed to you because I saw your response, bro.
All right.
I see you. Well, okay. What I want you to understand before I deliver my message, when I was alluding to content creators being idiots, the reason for that is because, bro, don't say things, then double back on them, and then start talking about, oh, I didn't mean it. Bro, that's weak. That's cowardly, bro. We can all take accountability after. That's normal, bro. Gracefully. But that doesn't mean nothing. You still get hands and feet, bad man. Yeah? Now look, Tankz.
I ain't getting no hands and feet, but I don't see... Let's see what he says.
Because you did a lot of sarcasm, but let me proceed. Now look, firstly, you want an apology for being called an idiot.
I don't want an apology. I just thought if you heard all of the facts, you'd retract that statement, you know? Because you're calling me an idiot. Like, what the fuck is that about? You know what I mean? No, an idiot.
You're an idiot. Respectfully. Secondly.
Man said respectfully, you're an idiot. Okay. All right, let's keep going.
You got your own setup. Amazing. Uni degree, bad man, amazing. Now, the only time I used to see a university site was when I had tickets. And I wasn't no traffic warden. Respectfully. You got all
is that a flex, bro? Okay.
sorts of plaques you went on to tell us.
Yeah.
100 million plaque pending, bad man.
Pending.
All sorts of quits.
It's in the post, bro.
Amazing.
It's in the post,
accolade
bro.
after accolade.
It's in the post.
I respect it, bro.
Should be here by now.
You have the same opinion as me when it comes to Trap Law Ross.
Yeah.
So I will separate you two as you agree with what I was saying. He was acting wicked with security, but then he was telling us that he would run off if he didn't have security. We can't respect that, bro.
No, we don't.
We know Trap Law Ross to be a civilian. But here's the thing. Just because you're a civilian doesn't mean you won't get hands and feet.
That's facts.
It's over, buddy. So yeah, now the sarcasm. I need Premiere Pro.
If you're provoked, he's talking about Premiere Pro. Fucking up. I'm saying if you're going out provoking guys and stuff like that, then yeah, you will catch hands and feet if guys run into you. 100%.
To level up my content gracefully. And maybe one day you can help me with this Premiere Pro, which you talk of, because bro, I'll be honest. And I feel like a lot of you content creators are trying to tell me off for my setup.
That's it. You're you're projecting an insecurity there, Clue. Because when I said that, I'm literally just saying, look, this is Premiere Pro. Like, eventually you're gonna, as a content creator, you have to level up. That's what Mr. Beast, the biggest content creator in the world, said. All you have to do is just keep improving your videos, keep making them better, and you'll grow. There wasn't no dig at you being in your kitchen, bruv. Like, your kitchen looks clean all the time. It's nice. Like, there's no dig there. Like, this is what you got going. There's other ways to improve it though. Because as I did say, you have to keep leveling up and improving your content. Like, you might improve it by changing your setup or incorporate. There's loads of different ways you can improve. I just suggested one way that you could have improved. Maybe get to know Premiere Pro. It's just a suggestion, man. Wasn't no dig.
As I look around, what I'm trying to tell you folks is, bro, I'm just starting, bro.
We know.
What you folks, 6 years in or something like that? But I'm 60 days in, bro. I'm just in my yard. I'm building.
Yeah.
Rome wasn't built in a day, bro. You know what I'm saying?
We know.
So gradually and gracefully, please. So don't be sarcastic about my setup and tell me I need Premiere Pro.
Nah,
unless you're going to give me some game and show me where to get Premiere Pro and how to do Premiere Pro. And, I'm a lot older than you, bro. Do you know what I mean?
I know, but you calling me an idiot means I'm never going to do that. You know what I mean? But that weren't a dig, Clue. It weren't a dig. I was just saying. But anyway, that's a problem. It comes off as that sometimes. I hear it.
While you was wondering about ChatGPT and what's on Google, Badman, I was with... But we're not here for that.
You was with who? Is that a flex though, Clue? Is that a flex? Because it's like, I want to just make this very clear, I talk about, there's some people that think, the first time Clue mentioned me, he was talking about how I'm not going to bring street shit to the internet. I'm not like Bouncer, I'm not like Tankz. That's the first thing he said. And it's like, bruv, I don't, like, this street shit is extremely lame to man. Like, I want to make that very clear. It's very fucking lame. Like, most of these men are losers, bro. I see them as wet, It's only the music, and with Clue, I don't see you as that because I'm hearing apparently you've got a legal job. You've changed your life around, I can respect that, bro. Those are the things I respect. You're making content. You change your life around. You've made music. You've made some good songs back in the day. I respect that. I don't respect while I was doing ChatGPT, you was with, you know what I mean? That's lame shit to me because it's like, how do I describe it? It's like, what a niggas, what do you have to stab someone for? I always try and break this down, bro. It's like, when you look at the first cause of things, I stabbed this guy because he stabbed this guy, because he stabbed that guy. And when you get up to the first reason, you realize all of this beef shit, all of this street shit is happening because of two people who've never grown out of high school that can't control their emotions. And then you've got gang wars starting, and you've got people dying, and you've got loads of family members upset. This gang shit has always been lame to me. From when I was in like year 10. I was in like year 10, and the brother who gave me my tag, the brother who gave me the name Tankz, yeah? He ended up backing out a shank on his cousin at a park. I watched this happen. Everyone went there to watch this. And when he backed out a shank on his cousin, I ran home. I fucking ran home. Why did I run home? Because I'm thinking, me and this guy banter in school. We have playful banter. So if this guy's going to back out a shank on his blood cousin, bruv, if we have a disagreement or he misunderstands something from me, where could this go? That for me was when I realized these niggas are lame. These are the guys who were too cool for school. These were the guys who were in we used to call it pupil referral units, in and out of schools, getting kicked out, probably ain't got any GCSEs, not Clue. I'm talking about the guys in general. So this road life really is lame to me, bro. It's very lame. I only talk about some road shit sometimes if it involves rappers, or rappers changing their lives or friends of rappers involved. That's when I talk about it. You'll never see me talking about S2 Trappy versus YS, YA or not Y. I'm saying real guys tags, but you get what I'm saying. The random ones, not the real ones. You're not going to see me covering that because they're lames. And a lot of the time they're in that position because they've come from fucked up families. They've come from fucked up homes. And I understand that. I very much understand that. That's why I respect, and you guys who've been watching me for a long time, you know my stance. You lot know this. That's why I can respect things, you know? I don't respect your past life, Clue, but I respect you for changing, and I respect you for making content and making music, you know? I expect the exports of your lifestyle, but previous lifestyle, but nah, you know what I mean? That's where I stand. This stuff does not fascinate me. This is not no club I'm trying to get into. This is nothing, bro. Just want to make that very clear. I feel like people forget that. Like, Trap Lord Ross gets kind of fascinated by this stuff. Me, I don't. It's just any guy, bro. I could just go back to my old area where I lived, where I grew up, and I can see plenty guys still in the same position. I was driving through Harlesden the other day. The same guys outside the shops. I'm trying to hide myself because I don't want to have a conversation with these guys. You know what I mean? They're rushed, they're robbed, they're washed up, bro. And they're going to be, we're like nearly 25, bro. They're going to end up rubbed out. That's my view.
Listen, the unknown T situation, bro.
Let's get to the meat and butter. Where did I contradict myself? Let's hear this, actually.
You said, when you mentioned unknown T crying about his chain being seized, and nobody ever wants to see a man's chain get seized, especially when it's so expensive. I must add. You said you did it because it was your live reaction, bro. You know? Well,
throughout the entirety of that video, I do say, I hope he gets his chain back. Because I do hope he gets his chain back.
He was moving too fast.
When he got his chain back.
He wasn't thinking. You said it was a mistake for you to speak this way. You said you was rushing the narrative.
No, not rushing the narrative, but let's just hear what all he says.
You said you shouldn't have said it. Well, okay. Tankz. Bad man.
Not a bad man, bro. I'm just a man.
Why didn't you take the video down?
Why would I take that's literally backtracking, though. I said what I said. It's just the word crying. It's the word crying can be taken the wrong way. You know how road guys are, bro. If, man was crying. It's like, what do you mean man was crying? What do you mean I was crying? I'm not saying that's Unknown T's reaction. But that's what I'm saying. It's the crying. I still don't understand because he was obviously outraged on social media that his expensive chain got took, understandably. But considering the fact that there was a flick blade in there, as it looked to us, as it looked in the video, I don't know why you would be surprised that that got seized at Gatwick Airport. That's what I believe. My opinion on that's not changed. It's just the word crying. I can understand that might come off as a violation when your media, UK rap media, artists sometimes can feel like you're against them. You know what I mean? It's like, well, what? And Unknown T might be thinking, I don't know this Tankz guy. Why is he against me? That's how it could have come across. Still stand on what I said. I'm not going to take down the video because I said what I said. Backtracking would be take down the video, act like I never said it, If I see the guy in person, I'll go up to him and say, bruv, I fuck with your music. And if he has a problem, let's not get it twisted. There's no backtracking fully. I was asked, if I stand on it, I was asked if that was like the appropriate thing to use. And I said, I can see why I would take it the wrong way. I shouldn't have said it. I can see why. I shouldn't have said it. I should have framed it differently. And if I run into the guy and he has a problem with it, I'll say, yeah, I shouldn't have said it. My bad. That's what you do, bro. I'm still not backtracking. I still said what I said. You know what I mean?
See, why you was running around and doing all sorts of things to get all sorts of views and all sorts of monetization. Bad man, you forgot. You don't agree with this. So why put it out? Better yet, when you put it out and you said you got the call from your brethren, you left it out.
Yeah.
Why was that, bro?
Well, my brethren's not calling me up telling me like, oh my God, you said, he's just telling me, nah, that could probably be taken the wrong way. Like, obviously my brethren is kind of like that. So he's like, you know what, like, bro, that could be taken the wrong way. You know, my brethren will do that sometimes, will tell me, but that rarely ever happens. Like, that was a rare time where he just watched it straight away and said, bro, you shouldn't have said that. But usually you know what I mean? That's all that was.
You've just told us that morally it doesn't sit right with you what you did. Your folks are phoning you. We don't like what you did. But it's still out there now.
No, it's not. My folks get me. They understand me. He's just telling me, bro, the way this could seem to my man, yeah, maybe you shouldn't have said that. But I'm still saying what I've said. You know what I mean? I still don't understand why you would be surprised that chain got taken at the airport. But obviously he's upset. And what are we even doing here, bro? You guys know what I'm talking about. I feel like I'm just over explaining myself now, bro. Let's just watch it. I'm done explaining now. Come on.
All sorts of disrespect for all sorts of quids, Tankz. You see you Gen Zs, buddy. And check the play, Tankz. Bad man. You see why I get upset with you Gen Zs, yeah? Watch the disrespect now. So, you said what you said, and you heard the tone that you said it in, right? The mannerisms that you said it in.
Yeah.
The sarcasm that you said it in, right? Remember that. You then DM'd Unknown T, bad man.
Yeah.
And said, I know your chain got seized, but this will blow over.
Bruv, is that clipboard empty? Bro, no. I don't know if he's done this on purpose or if he just missed that. You know, I don't know, but cool. I messaged him because shortly after that video, shortly after his chain getting seized, I didn't want to talk about the situation in depth because it's blown over, but his ex-girlfriend, not sure if they're back together, she posted videos of them two arguing, it sounded like. And along with those videos, she made some crazy allegations. Turns out we now know those allegations were false. I made a video talking about that situation after, you know? And I already acknowledged, this is so boring explaining this. I feel like he knows already. I already made a video about the chain. So before I posted that video, I messaged the guy, I message Unknown T, and I say, yo, I know your chain got seized, but it's nothing about apologizing about that because I meant what I said. I meant what I said. It's just the wording. I still meant what I said. That's why I didn't take down the video because I'm not saying things I don't believe. I'm not intending to violate. I meant what I said. So I send him a message saying, I know your chain got seized, like, you know, these allegations, you know, this thing being made, girls saying this. Don't worry about them allegations. That will blow over. Not the chain situation. I'm saying the allegations made by his ex. I said that will blow over, and they have blown over as long as we don't continue to bring attention to something which turns out was not true. You know, that's it.
Cheese and bread.
I said cheese and bread.
I know, Pops. I know. I get it now. You hear that, nuts though? Bad man. What are we doing here? So you mean to tell us, after saying such sarcastic things, mockery, skullduggery and all sorts, you DM the man, it will blow over. Bad man, you know how much paper that chain there cost? I don't need to hear from you. It will blow over.
It was nothing to do with the chain though, Clue.
It needs to, towards me.
You see, you know, Clue, you know, and I'm just going to keep it cordial here. I think that's the word. Don't know if you guys saw the clip of Clue, you know, talking about with a woman, he wants to have his fun, etc. I get what you're saying, but you got to be more internet ready than that, Clue. You know what clip I'm talking about that went kind of viral. If anything came out about you, because we all have female family members, you know, if there was any news about you, yeah, that came out, something like that, God forbid, but if it did, I would at least show you the respect of sending you a message before I posted a video about that. And the way I cover things, I'll be fair anyway. I'll take a look at the evidence given, X, Y, Z. I'd lay it out fairly anyway. But I would at least show the respect of messaging you about it, saying I'm going to make a video about this. That's what I did to Unknown T. I don't know him, but I still just did that because allegations like that ruin careers, bro. And it turns out it wasn't true anyway. But I'm just told him keep his head up, bro. You know, sometimes you need to be told that, you know, when you're going through bare shit, bro. Sometimes you can lose yourself. Then all you need is a random keep your head up, bro. I don't know, man. I'm not going mad, bro. I'm just, what are we doing here?
Crazy. Then you told him focus on the music.
Yes.
Bad man, that's a quarter ticket. I might not see it back. And you're there telling me I was crying. Like you won't get hands and feet. And then you want to DM me. Like you still won't get hands and feet. Huh?
The DM was about the allegations, Clue. And I'm not your young G, bro, about this hands and feet. That's not happening.
Huh?
What are we talking
Gen Z,
about?
good Lord. I can't believe it, buddy. Your tone. Let me put this down. Your tone, your delivery, bro. And then you want to double back and tell us, I took accountability though. And that's okay. Bro, it's not okay because we take accountability. It's just the right thing to do. Do you see the difference? You think a man won't give you hands and feet because you're going to say, I take accountability.
I don't, you know what it's like? It's like, I didn't get to where I am by listening to the likes of Clue, respectfully. Very respectfully, bro. You know? Me and Unknown T follow each other now. Clearly he doesn't have a problem with it. He's a superstar, bro. If he had a problem with anyone who spoke about him, bro, then he would be dealing with all these problems. You know what I mean? But I don't need a lecture from you, Clue, respectfully. Like, respectfully, bro. I know I'm playing into the Gen Z, think you know it all and that, bro. Believe me, I'll learn when I need to learn. I'll learn from who I need to learn from. You know what I mean?
It's like to say to us older folks, teach us some game, give us some, input, because you don't.
I don't need no game, man. Don't need no game.
Like that. Being sarcastic behind your camera. You said you live in London, you're in the ends. I'm just letting man know, bro. And I'm sure you're smart enough to know this, bro. But sometimes we all need to hear it. When we speak on others, we can't tell them how to feel, bro.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever they want to do is what
But we're talking about a completely hypothetical situation here. Unknown T doesn't have a problem with it, clearly. If he does, he'll tell me if he has a problem with it. But then it comes down to the backwards mentality. It's like, bruv, are you really going to... I mean, it depends, bro. It all depends on things because you know how the internet is. If you run into someone who said something about you online and you get into hands and feet, and then you both get arrested or you get arrested for assault and then you get a criminal record. Who's really, what are we fucking doing here? What are we doing here? Are we encouraging, is that what we're encouraging now, bro? I'm done. I'm done explaining, bro. I'm sure you guys watching are smart enough to get what I'm saying, bro. I feel like I'm just over explaining myself to someone who's just not trying to hear this, but it's a good play for, clout, I guess.
You've given them that option. Me too.
It is up to them.
It is what it is, though, with me. With you, you're saying you took accountability. If you saw him, you'll be shuffling. I don't rate that.
I wouldn't be shuffling, bro. I stand on what I said. If he had a problem with me using the word crying, then I'll tell him, yeah, I shouldn't have said that, bro. The fuck is wrong with that? You know what I mean? I know Unknown T probably don't give a fuck about accountability or whatever, but I'm saying man to man. Like, I'm a man first, bro. But the hands and feet, bruv, like, that's what are you talking about, bro? I'm not your young G Clue.
That's what my point was. So I'll separate you from Trap Law Ross, firstly.
Yeah, thank you.
I need to know why that football thing that we were supposed to do never happened. So until I see you, you're an idiot. Respectfully. And it's the landing, man.
Yeah, you said it yourself. Now it was never happening anyway, but now it's never going to happen. Like, it didn't happen because I wanted to let the dust settle a little bit, but now it's like, I see what Bouncer was dealing with. You know what I mean? I see what Bouncer was dealing with. I see why Bouncer crashed out. It's like talking to a wall, fam. Seriously. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. That was kind of a waste of time, but at least it gets a video out of the way today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace and love to every single one of you guys. Actually, Chung Lee, Chung Lee said spray on hairline. Brother, I didn't even want to say that. I didn't want to say that, bro. I didn't want to say that. Peace and love. Thank you.